Good morning, traders. How are y'all doing today? Today is October 17th, 7:29. Market just opens. Just now, markets are selling off in the pre-market or after hours and trying to push up in the pre-market. So we'll see what exactly happens with these companies. Hope you guys are all having a great day. We are going to share our links. And there we go. All right. Links are shared. You guys are all having a great day. And let's see what's going on. QQQ trying to hold above that moving average. We'll see what happens. All right, our team is alerted. Perfect. You guys hear me okay and see me okay? All right. QQQ hit lows of 590. SQQQ will go up if NASDAQ continues to push down. It is doing a great job holding above this moving average for the moment. So if you think the markets can sell off even more, then SQQQ would be the play. This is a triple leveraged inverse ETF. So if you believe the market can sell off more, then you could see SQQQ push up. All right. Gonna check something real quick here. Downloads. We're gonna look at the Friday. Ali will report their earnings. State Street, American Express, they will report their earnings this week. As you can see right here, Interactive Brokers was yesterday after close. All right. QQQ trying to hold. I wouldn't mind trading open today, but I do believe there is some more selling pressure. It did bounce off of that 664 support, but that does not mean that is the only reason why I would take a trade. I did make a video yesterday on finding key support and how you could draw those lines and identify them on your own. Definitely check out that video. And I'd love to know where you guys are tuning in from. Put it in the comments. Where are you guys tuning in from? If you don't know who I am, I'm Johnny Trades. Trading, education, and live streams to help you on your investing journey. Over 1,000 videos available to you. And yeah, this video right here, how to identify support levels like a pro. And this one, how to make $100 per day trading the stock market, as well as many other videos. Definitely go check them out. They are available to you. Let's see, what else do we got going on today? Sound below its moving average on the 30-minute. American Battery sold off from $12 all the way to $4. Now back up to $5. I'd love to see this get above that 45 EMA and push up to a new high, but doesn't mean it has to. SoFi pushing up slightly today from that low of 25, already up to 26.70. Beautiful move by SoFi this morning, pre-market. We had a subscriber that was interested in Marvel, bouncing off that $85 support. but still not above that moving average. I don't like to trade anything that's not above the moving average. It means it's bearish. It means it can go lower. It can very easily go lower. Hood, as you can see here, every time it touches that 45 EMA, the blue line, it gets rejected, 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 creating lower lows. NVIDIA trying to push up down to 176 pre-market, up to 180. Apple. Nice little trade from Apple here. We'll see what happens if this pushes up even more. But lows of 245 to 248. Bitcoin is almost at 100K, guys. Bitcoin got to a low of 103. 103. And again, getting rejected off of that moving average. My new average share price, because I did buy the dip, is 106,500. That is crazy. I haven't had an average that low in probably a few months. Since way back here, from 75 to 106, back down to 73, and then pushed all the way up to those $126,000 levels. And now selling all the way back off to 103. That is crazy. 103. And again, we talked about this even yesterday. We talked about it going from 110, 112 to 110, or 110 to 107. Those would be a nice buy range. We got even a nicer buy range now, between 105 and 100,000. Could potentially go lower. Doesn't mean it has to. But that is what we're dealing with. The market is selling off. Michael Saylor, probably not very happy this morning. We thought 300 was low for MSTR. It pushed all the way down to 269, which is insane, guys. That is insane low for MSTR. Now pushing back up, trying to at least. VIX index is high. Again, when the VIX index is above $20, it's very volatile. It creates volatility in the market, or it lets us know there's a lot of volatility. And it also signals that the market could sell off even more. So very interesting to see it at such a high. SPY, it is below that moving average on the 4-hour time frame at 660. And QQQ struggling to get back above 600. Open, getting the alert for open. It is pushing up on that 5-minute time frame. But again, getting rejected. We could see this sell off even more potentially. Yes, we could. Buying at 7 would have been nice. Right at pre-market. Thought about it, but it's a bit riskier of a play. And we've been trading open all week, so I mean, not necessarily something I might want to trade today. News. There is some volume today, at least some green volume on that buy. Not as much red volume on the sell. But it's getting rejected off of this moving average, so we are going to be patient. Remember, it's the first 10 minutes of the market open. This can pull all the way back like it did yesterday. It sold off, bounced up to 750, and then sold all the way off to 664. Doesn't mean it has to do that today. Patience is key. Did not like that reversal here. It's back underneath that pre-market high or pre-market resistance level. Right. But at the same time, I don't really see any other setups that I would want to take. If markets bounce here, then of course we wouldn't want to take SQQQ. It would sell off. If markets go below this area, then, you know, we would see some more selling pressure. Even American Battery would be interesting, but they did just get denied their grant. Their grant was terminated. This would be sweet play if it did play out nicely, but it doesn't mean it has to. Open, what's going off? Lunar, sound back below $20. Century Aluminum trying to hold above that moving average, but everything's pretty much getting rejected off of that moving average today, selling off. Nvidia is pushing up, trying to, but everything is red. Everything is pretty much red on the watch list. Oracle selling off like crazy, AVGO selling off, UNH pushing up today. Tesla also pushing up from 415 to 427. Got up to highs of 430 and then sold off. Yeah, big rejection from the overall market here. We're going to see if this gets rejected even more. I believe if the markets sell off, it will just drag everything back down with it. But it's had a pretty good sell-off this morning. You know, when in doubt, when taking a trade, just zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. Go to a larger time frame. Move it over so you can see the key picture. Even on a 4-hour time frame. It wants to hold above this moving average, but it's having a hard time doing it for tech stocks. Love to take a position on open, but at the same time, this can literally just continue to sell off. So nothing too special about open at the moment. American Battery getting rejected on the 5-minute. Yeah, so we're going to wait for things to sell off here. Wait for a clear sign of direction. Because right now, it couldn't get past yesterday's or pre-market's high of 600. It's getting rejected at 600. Seems like everyone is shorting today. There we go, QQQ breaking that moving average on the 5-minute. Oh yeah, we are going to get a lot more selling pressure. That's why we are patient. We waited for this 7. We waited for this to pull back. want to take a trade at 7, but at the same time, look at this rejection here. It's got to get above that moving average for me to even want to take this trade. Yeah, I'd like to get into a lower average share price. Would have been nice getting at 6s, but at the same time, I don't like to really trade anything that's in a downtrend. Up 7% from pre-market, and it has the potential to sell off even more. If it gets below 692 or even 7 and holds, this is where our last support was. One of our last supports from previous days was right around that about 690, 696. So that's a key support level. Based off of other levels, it's trying to hold. 7 is even trying to act as a strong support. But again, this thing does not have to hold, okay? Could get a squeeze. But at the same time, it's a little risky. Let's see if we see anything from this guy here. Benjamin Graham, detailed. I think I read this yesterday. It's Open is a mid-cap value stock in the real estate operation industry. It passed its sales, its current ratio, and its long-term debt. But it passed its long-term EPS growth, its PE ratio, and its price-book ratio. Nice little bounce. If it hits 7 again, I'm going to buy 10 shares. I'll buy 10 shares if it hits 7. It looks like it did twice, so I may have already missed it. Wow, there's literally nothing to say about it. It's funny, I said I wasn't going to trade it, and we're going to trade it, so we'll see here. It's going to be a nice little squeeze if it does happen. Pushing back up. I may have missed that rally. Open orders. Yeah, I missed it. That's okay. That's okay. Patience. Again, this can go up and then it can get completely rejected. It's following the market, so the market is retesting these levels. But again, this can get rejected. Right at this level here at 600, so being patient is key. Being patient. We have resistance at 600 on QQQ. Is this thing gonna bounce and fly? Testing those pre-market resistance levels on open. Getting a pretty strong rejection candle there. QQQ. Okay, trying to hold. What's up, Katie?
I can't find my license.
Was it with your social yesterday?
Yeah. Someone's actually drive to Lori's house.
QQQ trying to hold above that level. We're going to buy 10 here, showing signs of some upward momentum. It is holding above that moving average, so I'd love to see a higher high. I'm just going to get 10 shares, nothing too crazy on open right now. Could get rejected, so again, be very careful. Risk management. Love to have bought at 7, but I don't want to miss this move if it pushes higher either. Seems like it's holding. We're going to be patient. No news or anything different happening with this company. But MACD is about to cross over itself on the 5-minute. Is this a double top? Probably. Which means it could go down or it could pop back up. QQQ testing its levels. And are we going to get some new highs, or is this going to get rejected? It's going to test 600 again. Looks like it's going to get rejected, guys. Open up to 721. We just got the alert for it. Buying at 7 right at that support and moving average would have been really nice. Up 22 cents a share so far. But I bought at 7.15. There we go, pushing up. We're going to go ahead and do another 10 shares at 7.23 because I don't want this to go up without me. This can go up to 760s and get a nice retest, and it could completely just dump right now. We got 20 shares, light position. We are up slightly, but yeah, I don't want to add any more to it for the moment. Again, this can pull back. This is going to retest that 600. As long as QQQ pushes up, then we should see some really nice upward momentum from some of these other companies that follow. As QQQ will sell off as the market goes up. Here we go, pushing up. Love to see this go up to 750s. Take 750s. This can go up even more. On the 1 hour, it could also just get rejected completely. It's 728. Very nice setup here. Buying when it's above that moving average, not when it's below. We'll see if it holds, and we can see a lot more upward momentum. Shorts will start to have to cover their short interest, which means it could go even higher. So let's see what happens. It's already up 4%, guys. 4%. We're up 1% because I bought a little too high. I think I bought it. What did I buy it? 7.15 and 7.20. Yeah, I got it 7.14 and 7.23. So not the best entry on the 1 minute time frame, but it could be a nice entry on that 5 minute. It has plenty of room to push up even higher. I didn't want to miss that move if it does happen. I could always get out of my position very easily, and I could always add more to my position. So, yeah, very nice. I will keep you all updated in the Discord. I can't believe 30 minutes went by so fast. 30 minutes is already, it's already been 30 minutes. It's crazy. Time goes by fast when you're having fun, guys. Going down slightly. QQQ going to be retesting that $600 level. And as long as I believe QQQ continues to push up, then we can see open go up even more as well. You can see all my trades throughout the week, making some decent money, break even, and we lost $2 or $3 right there. So nothing too crazy. Keeping our risk low and making sure our risk management is there, so that way we have smaller losses compared to our bigger wins. And yeah, that's it, guys. So we're going to be updating you in the Discord. If this is your first time watching, consider joining our free lifetime access Discord. There's over, what, 600, almost 700 members, close to 1,000. And I will keep you all up to date there. First link in the description, first pinned comment in the comment section. And I'll be releasing a helpful video later on today as well, as always. So remember, guys, be patient. It's only the first 30 minutes of the market. Don't have to take a trade. And yeah, remember, that's in the year on a green note. You guys all have a great rest of your day.